Hello guys, this is Max with Maximum Outdoors. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're gonna do a quick review about this little PCP compressor, which I think it's amazing. I didn't have a lot of expectations about this compressor, but having using it for a while, it absolutely blew my mind. Check it out. To be honest, my expectations were quite realistic because it's manufactured and assembled in China. But let's be honest, nowadays we have to break down the paradigm that equipment made in China is not good. This is a really high quality piece, and to be honest, there's many people that would love to have this compressor in their hands. This is the CS2 Pump. And trust me, it's worth it. You can get it in Amazon, eBay, or even AliExpress for less than $400. I think that the value for the money you can get with this piece is remarkable. I doubt you can get any other PCP pump or compressor for the same price. And trust me, you'll be amazed with the quality. So I absolutely recommend this. And let's see what comes in the box. So in the box, obviously, it comes with the compressor. It has already installed the hose or the line, and it includes a pressure gauge, the quick connector adapter, and the anti-exploding valve. It has a little cap also, which is really helpful in order to previously check your machine that it's working and that you are not having any air leaks. Make sure you keep this cap as well. It comes with the cables to connect to the electricity, two terminals, positive and negative, just like a couple of jumper cables. That way you can use it while you're in the field, and you can connect it to any battery of any car or even to your solar power system. I bought it in a package that includes a power source, so you can connect it to your home electrical system as any appliance that you would have. It's actually 110 volt connection. It also includes a little maintenance kit. It's basically a couple of Allen wrenches and a few replenishment of the filters. You have two filters, the air dryer and of course the intake filter. This PCP compressor basically comes ready to be used just as you get it outside of the box. This compressor is quite different in comparison of what other compressors within the price range have to offer. This one is cooled by a couple of high-speed fans instead of being cooled by running water system, or even we can also note that this compressor does not use oil at all. It only uses a couple of touches of grease, but it doesn't use oil to work. We can see that the filter is right in the handle. You get the intake of the air through these holes, and one very important thing about this compressor is the bleeding valve. This is really important for you guys to note. So now let's connect it in a regular appliance 110 volt outlet. Just make sure that in this place of the power supply it indicates 110. In this case it says 115, but obviously it's a 110. My suggestion is that you can use a little piece of tape and just put it there so no one has access and can switch from 115 to 220. Once you connect it to the power outlet, you will instantly start to listen the fan of the power source that starts to run. And now it's time to connect the compressor. How are we gonna do it? Well, first of all, as the manual says, you have to connect the positive terminal, and then you will have to connect the negative. As soon as you power on the compressor, you will start listening the two fans that will start working. These are quite loud, and you'll start feeling some air flowing around. Alright, the switch to turn on the compressor, it's right in the back side. And what we really need to do is to make a quick test looking for leakage. What we will do is leave the cap that's included, then turn on the compressor and start closing the bleeding valve so we can start getting some pressure in the line. If the gauge starts marking that the line is being pressurized, well, congratulations, you don't have any leakage. But if you do, make sure you check all your connections, make sure there's no leakage. If you still have this problem, I suggest you to call the manufacturer or the store and make a return. It is very important that every time you turn on your compressor, the bleeding valve is open. You don't want to start your compressor with your line pressurized. Now it's time to start to fill out the gun. First of all, make sure your gun is clear, you don't have a magazine, you don't have any pellet in the chamber, and the gun is completely unloaded. Then we can start filling out. So for my gun, first of all, I will connect the field probe with a quick connector. It's actually really easy to connect. First of all, let me show you how many bar my rifle has. In this case, it has less than 100 bar, and let's see how long does it take to take it to approximately 220 bar. 220 bar is around 3000 psi's for your information. And let's start the compressor. Please make sure that when you start the compressor, your bleeding valve it's completely open. Please do. As soon as it starts and it's all well connected, then we can start to close little by little the bleeding valve. You'll notice how the compressor sound changes whenever you close that valve, and of course you'll start seeing your gauge going up. So after 4 minutes, yeah guys, 4 minutes with this little compressor, we have around 220 bar, which is the optimum pressure that this little guy likes. It's around 3000 psi's. Again guys, really important, don't forget the bleeding valve, please. So let's open it really careful, depressurize the line, and then we can proceed to take out the field probe from the rifle. Okay, so the compressor after 4 minutes, it has done the job already, and it's not nearly warm. I would recommend that you don't try to fill out a tank because of the volume of the container. You will force your compressor and it may heat up a little bit. For a small rifle, for 4 minutes it didn't even got warm, but if you are going to fill out a larger container, I would suggest you to do this in cycles. So maybe 4 minutes, then you stop it, you let it cool down a little bit, and then you start again, and therefore you won't have any troubles in the future with your compressor. So now, as the manual says, we will unplug the power source from the outlet, and then we will unplug the red terminal and then the black terminal, which is positive and negative. Remember guys, once more, check out that valve, please. The package also contains an air dryer. It's a little filter with a small cotton inside that will help you a lot if you live in a place with higher humidity. You don't want this humidity to go inside your container or even the mechanism and the valves of your rifle. So I would really encourage you to use this dryer for your operations. I currently live in a really dry place, but I installed this air dryer a couple of weeks ago for myself. Just for your information, it has a certification, when was the date manufactured, and the model and the signature of the engineer that did this revision. So all in all, after quite a lot of cycles already used, I've filled many types of different rifles. This compressor has not failed once, so I would strongly recommend this compressor for your PCP because it's value for the money. Trust me, the quality is high. It's high quality. It's really worth every dime. It's small, it's compact, it's portable, it's affordable. You can take it anywhere. You can use it at home. You can use it at the field. It's precise. It's just amazing, guys. The only maintenance that's being recommended by the manufacturer is little lubrication in this little note here. And he recommends the preventive maintenance of this after you have gone for more than 50 hours, which is, let's say, 30,000 pellet shots. And that, guys, is a lot. So after 50 hours, hours. You can just unscrew that and just little tad of grease and you'll be running your compressor for another 50 hours. It's amazing. Just a small tip for you guys. I bought a little cooler in Walmart. It's a 30 can cooler. It has cushion pads on the sides and on the bottom. So I put this little compressor inside and now I can carry it everywhere. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. I have more content, more reviews in English and Spanish, you know. And if you need anything else, reach out and I will gladly answer your questions. Peace out.